Dark Souls Guy X.
The Xbox Series X, the most powerfulest console Microsoft has manufactured up to date. The console of dreams, carrying on from 4 generations of Xbox, and in my opinion, packs quite a punch when it comes to gaming in general. This next generation console puts you at the very center of your living room, in which I believe will truly move Xbox forward in a new direction of which the likes we've never seen. So enough showing off, let's talk specs. We start with the brand new AMD Zen 2 chipset CPU, locked at 3.6 GHz of power. The CPU in both the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox Series X are really the same as one another. No matter what system you buy, the CPUs are going to be the same gigahertz, same processing, same everything. They've partnered up with AMD to do this. There's only a 0.1 difference here. Moving on to the graphics processing, we have a custom AMD 12 teraflop GPU. Now, no hard feelings, Sony, and don't take this the wrong way, please, but when it comes to manufacturing console hardware, Microsoft seems to do a much better job than you guys do when it comes to really putting a power into a console. But when it comes to games, you are a lot better at that than Microsoft is in terms of game size and smart delivery. I swear to God you excel at that, so don't feel bad. Also on the same topic, the Xbox Series X will feature 16GB of GDDR6 memory, the same as PlayStation 5. Now you listen to me, all of you, and you listen good. Ray-traced games will only work up to 30 frames per second at this point in time. The technology physically isn't ready yet. They're still working on it. All the major tech companies are still working on it. Give them time. It will come. Just have patience. Play your last generation games on your next gen console if you're buying one this holiday season. It's the most wisest piece of information I can give you. How you choose to take that information is up to you. I know this because I've been testing the hardware myself. The very hardware you're about to use with this console, I have been using. I know this for a fact, and my facts are straightforward. I've also been using the very solid state drive that you people are getting with the Xbox Series X. This will feature a 1TB custom M2 SSD, the fastest, best solid state drive you can buy for money. And there's nothing else that stands in its way. All of that power, up to 8K resolution at 120 frames per second. You can also plug it into an AMD FreeSync monitor for FreeSync support, but make sure you plug it into the correct port of your monitor, otherwise you might have a bit of a problem. Double check the specifications on your monitor. The disk drive! It's pretty much the same as the last generation. You don't really need to go into full detail on that. It's pretty obvious what it does, and it's a necessity for Xbox games because they don't have 100GB install disks still. They're still using the same as Xbox One. Nothing's really changed much in this sector. Hey Phil, between you and me, make a deal with Sony and get their game discs so that you can put 100GB games on disc and don't have to worry about waiting for anything to install or download. What a godsend of a gift you would give to Xbox fans if you did that. Bear that in mind. Now, there is one more feature I forgot to mention, and boy, you are gonna love this. You have the ability now to externally play and store games on an expandable 2TB drive that you can plug into the back of Series X, making not only your console better in performance, but will also save the lifespan of your SSD as well. Now that is a brilliant idea, and only Phil Spencer would have come up with it. thank you once again. That man is a fucking walking genius. Comparing time, and I'll pretty much say this the same as I did in the last video. The Xbox Series X is for people who have a fast, decent, 50 megabits per second internet connection at home, where PlayStation is more for the people that don't have that internet connection and can't afford 100 gigabyte downloads. The Xbox Series X is the premium up from PlayStation if you want a better console experience, but if you want to save money, and above all save your bandwidth, the PlayStation 5 is always ideal for money for the best price. And that will remain that way as long as I live. No one can fucking argue against me unless you're a PC gamer like me. Now, like I said in the last video, go and fucking play something else while you wait for this to come out. Seriously, Jesus Christ.
That's right, bitch. I'm Dark Souls X. You're a fucking faggot. Get wrecked.
I've been through 4 generations of Xbox, but I have never seen any console launch like this. You buy a game on Xbox One, you automatically get it for the next generation console. With that, the power of the Xbox Series X and the power of Windows 10 and Steam, Microsoft has enough power now to keep way ahead of the competition for the next 15 years. And I don't see Sony catching up anytime soon. Just saying.